Hello, and welcome back to Monster Train. I've resolved in this episode, this is it. This is the last episode I'll ever complain in. Or, sorry, the last episode was the last episode. No more complaining ever. Oh no, we're awoken. Try not to complain challenge. Impossible edition. This stupid fucking champion. It's okay. I actually think that she's okay. I hate Wendleton. This champion's alright, though. As long as we get one new boss per run, I'll be happy. If I start a run right now and I don't get one of the new bosses, I think I'll reset. Now, if you remember, in yesterday's episode, we fought the Fleshweaver that has corruption on him, right? And that guy had 9 mass. So remember that this one is more mass. He has 3 more stacks of mass when we get there. Just keep that in mind. I gotta see what the base form of this guy, or what the other form of this guy is, the third one that I haven't seen yet. Anyway. Let's get to it. We get a little Hellhorn secondary. We get a little Fortified Pauldrons, Vine Grasp, Rail Beater, Malika's Pyre type beat. That's all fine. Crown of the Eternal is absurd on this champion. So I will pick this. She's immortal. She cannot die when she's at full power. It's very, very good for her. Now, what does she end up at? I think she ends at 40 spikes. She ends at 50? Honestly, man? Spike Sentient as our backline plan with Crown of the Eternal? I'm down. I think that should be good. She'll be a little weaker in the early to mid game, and she's also not able to play Spikes as a fight against Kale. So we need to find something for this Kale fight. But she'll be good into Savagery. And we can maybe just like front to back Kale or something like that. But we should be pretty good here, I believe. With -1 draw, what I need to think about here is, do I need to play anything in this fight to win it? And I think the answer is no. So we're going to go play top floor. I might take a little bit of Pyre damage for this, but since I don't care about these enemies all that much, I think it's fine. We can ping this guy. I will get hit, though, by these sycophants, and maybe I should just play a lower floor, because this guy's going to hit me for full damage. That might actually be what I'm supposed to say here. And so we'll see. I'll look at this again in a moment. Yeah, never mind. I am right. We should just play bottom floor. I've been trying to try out playing on other floors, but it does return me always to this position where it's just like, yep, I should have played bottom floor. Whenever you can play bottom floor, you should. And in cases like this, you actually have to play bottom floor. Like, I had no choice. I had to play down here. Otherwise, I just take full damage from this champion, which is not good. Doesn't really matter what I do from here, though. We should win Relentless, but maybe not, because our damage is a little low. I should act like I'm not going to win Relentless. And we should play accordingly. This regen, I guess it does something. I should actually stack regen on the Sentient here. Because when we're in Relentless, it's not like we heal to full every round. And this is 4 regen now, which is a real amount. I'm not going to fix the order. Whatever, man. It doesn't matter. Alright, how is it? Not terrible. I've seen worse. Yeah, we'll end up taking a hit from this guy, but I think I'll kill him. What's he at? He's at like 60, right? 80. Okay. And he's at 8 attack, so it's not like he's that scary. He lost all his shit. I think this is the first time I've fought this guy since the update. It's been the first time I fought him, I think, since I came back from vacation, actually. I have not seen Uriel in a while. And that's fine with me. But yeah, all in all, I think we took 4 in this fight, which is fine. It's a tough fight for the Sentient. And we get Holdover Sting is pretty good. Permafrost Razor Sharp Edge is okay, and Restoration Detonation is not that good because you don't take any damage to heal off of it. I'll do Sting. And we'll do Ritual Battle with a -1. That's fine. Damage scaling is the important thing to find. I think that I would like to go left, and I think you can get away with it, actually, because we want to look for a sweeper. We can play anything here, pretty much, is my thinking, because either Animus is fine, either sweeper is fine. either of the hollows are fine. Wait, this is the magic shop. Yeah, I'm definitely going here. I thought this was the steel shop. This is the magic shop. Multi-strike, cool. You probably play... You probably play the plus 14 Animus of Will and call it fine. Give her a multi-strike. She'll be a little bit weak in this early game because of spikes in the next area. But the spikes boss is pretty free for Spike Sentient to kill, so we can play Animus of Will. I think it's fine. And it's not like a thrilling play. Maybe you even go so far as just say Large Stone. If I'm going to follow through on the idea is that this boss is really frightening and I should play aggressively to get past him. And I think that idea is not wrong. So we just go Large Stone here. Because I don't think Animus of Will is really a carry. I think she's kind of weak. But we'll see. We could maybe play 2 of her or something. But with the Large Stone, she's really good for a while. But then you're going to hit the wall at some point. And that point is usually fight 7. But if we high roll the fight, it might be fight 8 instead. Because we are fighting Savagery. So remember that we are not here to do cool, interesting things. We are here to hit 1,000 damage on turn 2. Don't forget what we're doing here. All we can really think about is how we're going to reach that point of damage. And the answer is usually going to be sweep. But we can do Last Stand as well in this run usually. But this one has a lot less wiggle room too because it's Malika's Pyre, which has a lower starting HP. Hold over Razor Sharp Edge, it's okay. It takes a long time to get there, right? If you think about it like this, if you play Razor Sharp Edge every turn on this unit, 32 times 3 to deal 500 damage and kill a single heavy, you need to be at, what is it? It's like 167? Because that's 480. Yeah, so you have to be at 167 on this unit. So if I play this card every turn on Animus of Will, it will take me, here I'm going to do a calculator on this if you don't mind. 167 minus 32 divided by 12. It takes 11.25, so 12 plays of Razor Sharp Edge before this Animus of Will kill one heavy. That's pretty tough. And then to kill double heavies with Animus of Will, you need to do another 13. So you have to play Razor Sharp Edge 25 times on Animus of Will for her to clear double heavies on Saraf. Now you could play 2 Animus of Will, but the problem is, of course, you don't get any benefit from playing Razor Sharp Edge with a second Animus of Will, right? So that's why I don't really pick this card very often. It's okay in the early to mid game, but it really, really does nothing at Saraf. And so I've been thinking about this more, right? Instead of picking cards that don't do anything, I should just skip them. That's what I've been thinking lately. And I think I'm going to try to follow that through. We'll take Fledgling Imp, and then if we see Endless Fledgling Imp, we can potentially play Animus Fledgling Imp, which isn't bad. And now another thing to state, that Razor Sharp Edge is just a piece, right? If you're trying to get the 120 or 167, if you're trying to clear double heavies, that is just a piece of it, right? You could do other things to go with it, but I think it's like hard, basically. I think it's very hard. Arm Shop is always bait. I wouldn't mind the HP, but it's just like there's many other things to be doing here. Titanite Dualism. Large Stone Alpha Fiend. Ugh. I like this Demon Fiend. He looked kind of good. Trample Quick Demon Fiend, and then you stack him with Rage, and then you... He's kind of too expensive, isn't he? You put Sentient alone bottom floor. You put Demon Fiend middle floor. But you need to take space and energy to play him plus Animus of Will, and is he better than Animus of Will? Probably not. So you could take Alpha Fiend for the safety in the next fight, but we should be safe anyway. So I'm going to land on skipping here. I wish. You can do Dualism Railbeater for the Animus of Will. It's not terrible. I think it's alright. And then we could do Dualism Titanite on him. This is like extra safe, right? I don't know if it's really all that good though, is the problem. Because I kind of feel like I need to roll for Endless. I think this is a waste. Well, sometimes you miss. Gain a random graft unit. Graft a random equipment on a unit. Graft equipment from your deck. What do I have? What equipment do I have? Oh, I have fortified pauldrons, yeah. I like the graft a random equipment on Shield Steward play, and then if it's good, you just kill him and grab the equipment. And it's Swift Steel Dagger, which is not really that good. So, not too interested in that. Alright, so remember, the corruption guy that we fought yesterday had 9 stacks of mass. This guy, more mass too, has 3 more stacks of mass. How much does he start the game with? Watch closely here. Make sure you're watching this. That's right, it's 8. I don't know why he's like this, honestly. It's kind of strange. I honestly, I think it might be a bug. Because this does not seem correct to me. Why is this guy so ridiculously weak? The only difference is these fleshlings are 7/7s instead of the other ones that we fought in the video yesterday, which I think were 5/5s. So you're telling me this guy's whole gimmick is, what, 2/2 on the frontliner versus corruption to the unit that they kill? Or that kill them, rather? It just doesn't seem right to me. At least the sentient clears them for free. Like, we'll crush this guy. I don't think it's even close. Because he's going to lose all of his stacks really fast. And he can't really do anything about it. Yeah, he's already down to 3. Like I said, he has no chance. Sentient's chilling. There's a pauldron for you. Dualism means he gets 12 armor from this. Oh yeah, I took large stone, of course. No? I guess you just do it like this. I'm very unafraid here. Actually, I'm like extra unafraid. I'm gonna clear all of his mass. I don't even care if they kill my guy, because we just go put quick on Animus here. This dude's finished. He's out of mass, so he's completely useless now. I should consider not taking this 1 damage, but I'm going to assume that will be okay. But this is definitely a run where you look at it and you go, how are we going to scale into Fleshweaver, or how are we going to scale into Savagery Saraf? That's the whole run. How does this build beat Savagery Saraf? That's all we'll talk about for the rest of this run, I'm pretty sure. Because there's nothing else to do. It's just, what do I do to kill Savagery? And in this one, the answer right now is, I don't know. I probably should have taken that Razor Sharp Edge in hindsight. Not that it would have made a huge difference here. But it's a step. I'm probably gonna do like holdover Razor Sharp, or holdover Ritual. Or maybe I get like holdover Dark Deal here, which would be good. Either of those options seems fine. Yeah, this guy's just he's a bit of a chump. The other weakness too is a lot of damage as well. Let's see what we're looking at here. Adaptive Mutation is pretty good. I think this is a line we can play through. I don't hate Shard Channeler also, although he dies to the Savagery Saraf sweepers, sadly. So, can't really do it. Maybe Adaptive Mutation. One Horn's Tome is cute, because you would put it on Rail Beater, but he doesn't do any damage. So you'd put it on Animus, and it's not that good, because you might die to spikes. I think you go Adaptive. Multi-Strike Wilting Sapwood. Yeah, that seems right. Do you ever pick up this Animus of Will with Smidge Stone? And you say to yourself, okay, large stone Animus, no support, throw it behind the Sentient, that's just like 90 damage per round on top of everything else. Smidge Stone Animus, this is the one we invest in. We give her some survivability or something like that. I don't know, it's kind of strange. It doesn't really strike me as great. Because what upgrade is it that you want on this unit? Probably large stone, honestly. I'll hold on to it. Because maybe I see a large stone in a shop when I go look for Endless. And then we're in a pretty good spot. And then this is probably energy for Ritual Battle, since I need to play around that card. Could also be draw. think definitely Magic Shop and the duplicate. We need to make this ritual our game plan as soon as possible. Intrinsic and spell chain. Everything I do here is known, right? There's no shocks here. Intrinsic ritual is probably the way, and then we just start the game with 24 rage. And that goes up to 36. It's probably the way. And then I will take draw, and we'll try to just remove cards from this deck and fixate on this ritual idea. We'll see how it plays. Actually, if I'm going to follow this idea, I should buy removals. I'm always sandbagging these removals. I'm always holding out. I'm going to go drop 100 on 2 removals and clear out these Spear Stewards, though. I think it makes sense. What is it? 25 plus 96. You should be fine. This guy they should basically never do anything. I think for the short term, we can actually play this build every time and then just ignore the Animus. Like, I think we just get here and we go like ritual, ritual, that's it. It would be nice to... So mainly this is for Fledgling Imp, I understand, because you have to take space for Fledgling Imp. Now if I see Endless, I can play Fledgling Imp. That's what I'm doing here. Okay. Yeah, we can just play like this for now. Swap her stats around is really good too if I get it. When I get it, I suppose. And a quick, it's also fine. I think it makes no big difference. You're stacking regen for the boss, though, because it's not bad to have for the boss fight. And you go adaptive, and it's 100 times 3, and it's not bad. I think it's playable. But this is a deck where if I remove 12 cards, the deck gets a lot better. I clear out all the torches and all the restores, and everything's just much better. You know what else would be really cool here is, do you remember that relic I was talking about yesterday where you discard and draw? Poker chip, but whatever they call it in this game. Judge's Scales, I think. That would be really good here, because you could use that to force the intrinsics, which are the ritual battles. So you can basically get the double dip on your rituals here. Not that I have a lot of control over whether it shows up or not, but it's something to look out for. Dualism, Wildwood Custodian. Invigorating Solution, Holy Stone is tempting. It is like -1. So this is good here because if all I care about in this deck is drawing to Ritual Battle, right? I draw these right away, so the first time I draw Invigorating Solution, all it's going to do is speed me back to my rituals, I believe. Intrinsic Rage Serum, 5 free rage. Not bad. I'm going to go to the Trinket Shop. I think that the Seal Shop is a little fake here. Because this Wogan Banner is nothing. I mean, maybe it's like a sweeper, right? But the Alcove is cool, but often bad. This is artifact, and a random equipment or a rune. And we could see something good like Scorching Restraints here. Sap Tap, actually, though. It's just a draw relic. Thorn Fruit is not great. Cursed Vines also is not that good. I'm gonna take Thorn Fruit. I think it's okay if it opens up the other Sting Relics, basically. And I think that that's okay. Oil Room for more energy is probably not the room of my dreams, so I'll pass. Then we're gonna grab Sap Tap and then roll, because these are bad. Rage adds +1 per stack, that's really good. Firestone Housing is also kind of nice, because we could go for Smidge Animus or Dualism, Endless Fledgling Imp. The problem is that it's too expensive. We don't have a lot of time to make a lot of money. And Resonant Shard, +1 attack per stack of Rage, that's a lot of damage. Non-boss enemy units gain multi-strike. That's good for me with this Sentient, because they won't kill her, and we'll just kill their backline for free. This trial is a high roll. And I'm going to play the same way we played last time around. Exact same setup. I have so much open energy for deployment, it's crazy. I'm basically paying 1 energy for deployment right now. Yeah, 119 times 3 on turn 1. That's pretty good. The problem is that this is all the scaling you get for a while. It just kind of goes downhill from here. But Need to probably shift my team setup a little bit, because it'd be nice to kill this train steward and get quick. Although maybe I just don't care. Maybe it just doesn't even matter. Probably it doesn't. Here's adaptive. You're pretty close to killing a single heavy with this Animus. We're getting there. I think either... Actually, Corruption Saraf wouldn't be easy. I was going to say I think for either other Saraf we'd be in a pretty dominant spot here. Corruption wouldn't be easy. Entropy Saraf would get shit on by this build, though. He would get absolutely annihilated. But if we lose this one, the lesson learned here and like the hindsight is just going to be I should have gone to the Awoken Banners and looked for a sweeper. Because this with a sweeper is just instant victory. Well, not quite instant, but we'd be close enough. But with a 3-hit unit, it's a little less good. Don't forget this unit also shouldn't be down here for Savagery, so I'll have to move up eventually. Intrinsic, draw a card, gain an energy, draw a card next turn. It's fine. I'm getting too many intrinsics though. It's a little scary. This is 10 rage, which is good. Could also take that double stack armor, but I think it's not that good. Does the magic shop have anything I want? Double stacking these would be cool, but that's about it. I think I like the arm shop a little more because we have so much open energy and deployment here. There's got to be something good. And also we get money, which is nice. Richard Garfield. We can make our deployment even cheaper. I don't hate the large mystery box actually, because we have extra energy it feels like. So sometimes large mystery box just cashes you out. Pops out something OP. This is like removing 3 cards, but my deployment is already cheap. I'm gonna take the large mystery box. Sometimes it'll win me the game, sometimes it'll just do nothing. Now Zone of Silence would let us bump our deployment space up by 1. We could go... But I don't actually need to because I have Sentient on the bottom floor. So I'll just roll. This is probably the room, Awakening Thicket. And Glass Cannon is probably the equipment. Because what hits my Animus of Will? It should be nothing. The only problem is it changes on the Titans. But maybe with Rail Beater. Yeah, I think this is it. And then I give this deployable. And I'll grab Awakening Thicket because I think there's... Well, what does it even do though? It's 20 max HP on the Sentient, who's already going to be at what, 140 I think? I always get lost here. 150. So we're going 150 to 170. I don't care about that. Okay, let's purge a Shield Steward out. And let me look at the future here. Steel Magic. I can go to this arm, so I could go Steel. But there's nothing for me in the Steel Shop. It would mostly be to look for Large Stone Animus or Endless Fledgling Imp. Which I could do. So how do I feel about seeing no more magic shops on this run? Fine. Okay. I'm gonna leave this, because you could merge... Well... You could merge the armor into the glass cannon. That's what I'm debating here. I don't think you need to. Not yet, anyway, because I'd like to give it something different. Like what? Well... I don't know, and also I might not want to play Fragile in Saraf, because I might need to play... I'm gonna leave it for now. I might need to play on Saraf with my with my adapted mutation. In this fight we can glass cannon. 82 times 3 is pretty good. And then you also get Handful? Oh, from the mystery box, yeah. Ritual, let's see what our draw is. It's Fortified Pauldrons, which goes here. And that's all fine. 169 times 3 is perfectly fine for turn 1. That's alright. And now we just draw 1 for free every turn forever. End up losing here. This is the thing, right? You might want to do... I guess, actually, you know what? Do you lose 50 attack if I go Adaptive Mutation for... Oh, you do. Okay. I wasn't sure if it would swap it in a way that was favorable to me. So I'm going to undo, because I think that that's not good. I just wanted to see how that worked. Could I then take off the equipment was the question, and the answer is no. So it's just like Fortified Pauldron here, I guess. And I need to get rid of a lot of cards from this deck. I've been saying that, but like I really need to lock in on removing trash. It generated me a sting. It made me... It gave me a sting. What am I supposed to do with this? I don't understand. Why would I want a sting? I think we want to wait for Adaptive Mutation until I've taken off this equipment. Because I am going to take this equipment off now. Once I get... Oh wait, you know what? We could do it here. What did I play? Yeah, that's fine. I can wait. Animus is just going to explode in Relentless here is the problem. Yeah, I'm drawing too many cards. It's just impossible. But yeah, my Animus is not going to live very long, or my Sentient, sorry, is not going to live very long in Relentless with all this corruption stacking on her. So I want to get this Glass Cannon off, and then I want to play Adaptive Mutation for the HP, which we're going to do right now. And now you're just going up a little bit of attack and a lot of HP. Let me ping off these guys. That way, because we don't want to let spikes go through to Kale either. I think we're fine. Could throw a little rage on the middle floor if you're scared. But what I probably want to look for is in this spot I want to duplicate. So we probably want to look for another Adaptive Mutation. So I need to reevaluate how I'm going to path here in the end. Because you're hitting okay numbers, but definitely not the numbers we're going to need. And the fucking Thorn Fruit looks bad. I think probably I shouldn't have taken it. Well, at least I don't need to take draw. There's that. Last Stand with Remove Consume, that's a winner. And I don't need draw because I'm drawing to 10 every turn anyway. But I don't need energy, so this will just be space, which is okay. Now, I need to see a duplicate. We could go to this steel shop or this arm shop, or we could go to both. But I think with the pickup of Last Stand, I want to go to one magic shop. So we'll go to this magic shop and then this arm shop. Intrinsicing the Last Stand is like too expensive. I'm gonna give it a value stone. And I want to remove... I'm gonna do the torches first. I think that's fine. We go here, we go 150. And I think this is really just like remove 3 cards from your deck. Or I guess in this case it's 2. Oh no, I need to roll for Adaptive Mutation actually. That's right, I want to look for -1R Spell Chain or Remove Consume. Spell Chain's really good if you can afford it, but it's too expensive, almost certainly. What if I did... I mean, you could Spell Chain it, right? But it's like, it's too scary, because you could just miss. So I think you give it a Remove Consume, and then we just play it twice. We have a line through now. We can make the numbers we need to beat Savagery Saraf. I think that's good news. This fight's kind of frightening, though. I'm not afraid of -1 energy per turn. But this fight is a little tough. It's gonna be the same as it ever was. Like this. I think that corruption stacking can maybe kill the sentient, but I'm not really sure. Supposed to adapt a mutation here? Probably yes. I mean, definitely yes. Yeah, I'll never get that quick equipment, so you probably have to go armor. And I think we just barely make it here. And then we can play Last Stand, which I should do. I wanted to play Calcified Ember as well. Yeah, this Animus of Will clean up the little shitters, which is nice. And I don't need to worry about Vengeful Shard, but there's nothing else to play, so Last Stand it is. We'll have an extra 1 turn to finish this draw and do this to Savagery, because we're going to split these 2 units for sure. But still, this is not enough for triple heavies yet. Or double heavies, I should say. This is still not quite enough damage. Just keep that in mind. But we moved the attack from... So basically what happened is we moved the attack from Glass Cannon over to the health pool here, and then took the attack off. So now her base attack is 8, which means when we switch back, it's going to be like having Glass Cannon without having Glass Cannon, if that makes sense. And that's, of course, when we adapt a mutation the next time. Whenever we draw it. Wow, Molting Imp. I know that guy. I'm always making fun of him. I'm always saying, man, Molting Imp, who did this to you? Yeah, now you're 614 times 3. Now you're good. All you gotta do is play 2 Last Stands and then your runs become winnable. What do you know? Here, let's go for the big number. I'll take 1 damage to do 808 times 3. All you gotta do, man, you just gotta hit a bunch of double your attacks, and then you still kind of lose out to the corruption guys, but don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, we have a million stings for these guys, it's not even a problem. But, like, actually it's not a problem, because sentient, this is like what she's for. Then we do 838 times 3 with 600 and something attack. And then we go ahead and we Last Stand up to 1 million, and then we go, that was cool, let's undo and hit Calcified Ember now. That's alright. Yeah, the main thing about this, though, and like, I just would like to illustrate here, the only reason this works out is because of Last Stand, right? It's the only thing that really makes this okay. Without Last Stand, I think this run would be completely doomed. I've played this sort of a run before with Last Stand, and then if you just have a bad draw order, you can lose. So we'll be doing what we can to avoid a bad draw order, which is avoiding unnecessary cards like Tiresome Climb. I think this doesn't really serve us much value here. Although it's tempting, I think it's not that good. We're gonna go to the left, and we're gonna look around. Plate Mail, Thicket, Silent. Didn't I see that exact shop already? Artificial Pyre Stone seems really good. Let me see if it's actually any good. These are all bad, of course. I'm not playing any of this. Stasis Crystal is goofy and definitely not right. Maybe you play this, though, for Spell Sanctum deployable? Yeah, I don't hate that. Spell Sanctum deployable's fine. And then I think you can merge Pauldron into Glass Cannon and then just play the Glass Cannon on the Animus. I think it's fine. Because you shouldn't take any damage. And if it's not fine, I can just take it off. You know, never mind. I'm just going to take it off. There's no real reason to do that. So I took Remove Consume on Adaptive Mutation. I think maybe the best thing now is to just get more Rage at the start of the run. Give me a 3rd Ritual, is my feeling. And then I'll come in here and I'll grab Artificial Pyre Stone. And then is it good? I can buy 1 removal or roll for a trinket. Well, I can roll for a trinket anyway. Non-banner units have deployable. play that imp in deployment. That sounds good. I'll get rid of another useless torch, and then we will head on. I would say 85% we beat Savagery Saraf here. We're pretty strong. Well, actually, I'm like 100% we beat Savagery Saraf. It's a question of if we have enough HP after to fight the Titans, and we should. I would say we should. We're gonna go Spell Sanctum, Rail Beater, Big Animus, Glass Cannon, Smaller Animus, Shield Steward. And that's my turn 1 right there. And we just go like 1, 2, 3, 4, and Last Stand. Rail Beater, he gets a little bit bullied here. So we'll do our best for him. Because that's all you can do. And then we get Quick, and then Rail Beater, I think, die. Oh, he goes bottom floor. You live this, right? 143. Wow. That's pretty close. We can go Adaptive. We've now stored our Glass Cannon in there, and then we take it off for Swift Steel Dagger. As I was saying, it's all fine. That is very scary, I must say. Good thing this guy goes first. Insane how much damage she takes. It's just insane how much damage this fight outputs, you know? 143. That's a lot of damage. Now we're at 308. We go ahead and just play everything. And you can keep the Quick, of course. Steel Enhancer, cool. You're sentient, just in case. I don't know if it's gonna help, but just in case. And we have just teleported to enough damage to clear triple heavies, which is good. Thank you, Last Stand. I think there are not a lot of cards in the game that let you do this, but Last Stand is one of them. I think my biggest mistake is this Thorn Fruit. I feel like it's really fucking me over here. I'm not a huge fan of this thing. I thought it would be cool because it opened up like a Sting Relic idea, but mostly it's just overdrawing me a bunch of stuff I can't play. I'll go to 17, 18, why not? Maybe I stop here and we just go ahead and end our turn. Because I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I get 1 from Sentient from the Crown plus Sap Tap, and then 1 from the box and 1 from Thorn Fruit. So I think we just try that. I'll adapt a mutation to 1935 times 3. That's good. 38. Now she's weathered the hardest fight, or the hardest turns, and now I think the Sentient is immortal. I think it's impossible for her to die. I might take 10 damage from the 5 damage from the Relentless Start. I think that's the only thing. 3270 times 3. Pretty good. Not bad. I'm gonna go for an extra Sting here so we can maybe draw Last Stand again. I don't think it's even remotely possible, but who knows? Oh no, it is 10 damage, huh? Sentient, can you ever kill these guys? What if I gave you a ritual? Nah, not even close. I think if you want to be 100% optimized here, you're supposed to sit here and you're supposed to scale Sentient with Rage. Once you get to like 800 times 3, you just scale the Sentient to try to save 10 HP here. It might matter, but I don't think it will. We'll get a little bit of HP back. We're gonna go get our full heal here. Although it would have been cute to one-shot Sarah. That's fine. I'll take it. The Titans, I think if we had 100 HP would be guaranteed, but we're Malika's Pyre, so we're not quite guaranteed. I think Malika's Pyre didn't really give us anything good here either, right? I guess they gave us Remove, Consume, Last Stand. That's probably the biggest hit. I think Malika's on average gives you 1 really, really good hit per run, and then it's like mostly just, you know, plus 14 Animus of Will type shit. Sentient bottom 4 should hold for a while. And then we'll just go middle 4 and play this shit. They might run my rail beater over. I'm not really sure. And if they do, we'll just play this again with Sentient as the frontliner. But I think this is going to be a waiting for the top guy to die type of fight. Because we start the game very strong. I think we're just going to be waiting for this guy. And maybe I draw good here. Oh yeah, that's right. I won't get any value out of the mystery box ever again because I'm probably not going to do Pyre Light. Oh yeah, and they just kill Rail Beater immediately. That's cool. That's cool. Well played. No counterplay to that. I mean, I can Fortify Pauldrons and maybe he lives an extra turn or two. But yeah. It's okay. This is where... but first of all, as I said earlier, I think this game does feel like it requires Titanite now. If you want this guy to frontline, he just has to have Titanite. And I could have given him Titanite. Titanite, yeah. Like Titanite, Titan skin. I could have given it to him, though. Either way. Simpish Scholar's fine. Rage is rage. Rage is rage. And the main thing here is we have Adaptive Mutation, right? So while the Rail Beater dies, I don't really need him. It is sad that he dies, though, because I feel like it does just reinforce the frontliners need Titanite. Or you need a bunch of support for him, a bunch of armor cards for him. Dualism is not enough, he just falls over. But he didn't need to buy us that much time, right? I didn't invest in him because he didn't need to be invested in. I should be stinging this guy. Yeah, I didn't invest in him because he didn't need to be invested in. I have Adaptive Mutation, Animus of Will. And I have the Sentient, but the Sentient's also going to kind of fall over soon, I think. She dies next turn, she sees Savagery. Savagery's about to fall over, though, so it's kind of a moot point, isn't it? Oh, he has melee weakness on him. Oh. I was like, damn. This dude's getting his ass beat, but how? Melee weakness. Again, I should be stinging the top 4. It doesn't really matter. I think we have this one in the bag. The only run of Spike Sentient's life where she gets to be the hero. Good for her. I better not do that. One ritual is all it should be. Sting, sting, torch. Please hurry up and die. Probably don't want to do that. Yeah, we're 742 HP. It is good old Rage Adaptive Mutation, you know? A classic of the clan combo. A good old standard for Awoken Hellhorn to play. Yeah, she's held out as long as she could. That's 54 corruption. Nobody's gonna blame her for dying to that. We're just waiting for this slow poke to pass away. I think it's, it looks kind of scary, but I don't think it is scary. Oh, Inferno. Does that do it? That does it. Oh, he's dead anyway. Get him, Inferno. Nice job. So my 2 takeaways from this run is that Thornfruit was bad, and you probably should just never pick it, because it's going to end up overdrawing you. In a world where you could draw infinite cards, Thornfruit would be probably one of the best relics in the game. But this is a world where you can only draw to 10, so Thornfruit kind of sucks. So Thornfruit, bad. Jack-in-the-Box, bad, because I just ended up getting no value out of either of them. Kind of sad, but not surprising. I should probably know that. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, don't forget to leave me a like, subscribe if you want to see more. I will see you in the next one. Have a good one.